107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
A phenomenal year for you. Really, really, really is. Especially now that we find out that you've come together with Reverend Run. He's a married man, you're a single man. And you've come together to create this bromance, if you will, and come up with some Tyrese treasures that women will be able to value as far as trying to learn how to deal with men. Can you give us like 2 treasures from that book?
What's going to surprise people about the book, I feel, is that beyond the advice that we're clearly giving to women, trying to just give them the inside track on what we do, how we do it, what we think, versus the way you think of the same type of scenarios, just really bringing that matrix effect that I like to call. We're giving advice to men as well.
Really?
You know, and one of my proudest chapters is validation is a man's silent killer.
Validation is a man's silent killer. Explain.
Well, a lot of men right now are doing 25 to life in jail because they wanted to go above and beyond to seek validation from other men. They want to show how much crazier they are, how much more dope they can sell, how much bigger their wheels are, how faster they are to pull the trigger, fight, just do anything crazy, wild, and over the top. And what happens after they do these crazy things, it's the validation that they seek from other men.
Right.
And so when they end up doing that 25 years to life, none of them dudes that they was after for validation are ever going to be there for.
Right.
And so it's that, along with a whole lot of other examples, scenarios, and details, and that's why it's called Validation is a Man's Silent Killer.
So as far as relationships, what do you find that is the biggest problem that women have understanding men? And that you address
There's a lot of different categories that we talk about. I mean, one of the things that I wrote about is how women degrade themselves. And what I mean by that is, normally if you get out of a very abusive relationship, or just any relationship, and it doesn't go wrong, doesn't go right, you feel the need as a woman to go into great details with this brand new man that you just met. You feel the need to go into a whole lot of details about what went wrong. And what you're doing to this brand new man is you're devaluing yourself from going into all of these details about all of the things that you were willing to put up with.
Right.
I thought of you as an A+.
But after the explanation.
After you went into all of these details about what you were willing to put up with and how long you stayed around, and he lied, he cheated on me, I found out that he was sleeping with my homegirl and he did. And so how long were you with him again? 4 years. And how many times did he cheat on you, and how many times did you decide to stay with him after you found out you cheated on him? I thought of you as an A+. You just sat here in one dinner and devalued yourself from telling me all of the things that you were willing to put up with from this man. And so now I think of you differently.
Okay.
Because of what you let me in on.
So women give TMI, too much information, too soon.
To somebody they just met.
Okay. Of course, the book drops when? February
5th. The book is called Manology. You can actually pre-order it now. Would love your support on this book. I want to tell y'all, there's a lot of people writing books about advice, relationships, and this and that. Me and Rev didn't do it for the money. We did it because we both have daughters.
Right.
And we feel that we have a responsibility to give women the heads up about what's around the corner before they get there. Most heartaches could be avoided if people had more information.
Right.
You know, and so we have a responsibility to give you insight and information on what we're thinking and feeling as men, so that you can know what to do or what to avoid.
Oh, well, as a woman, I'm grateful for the insight, but what makes this book different from all the other books you just mentioned about relationships?
That's exactly it. That's, you know, I think some people just do books to do them. And my motivation, as well as Rev's, is this is a very uncomfortable book for women to read, because it's just raw.
Where are men flawed in this? What must they do to keep a relationship going? Because we've heard all the things about what we need to do to keep a relationship going. What does a man have to do? Or is it that they don't have to do much?
Well, no, the thing is, most men shortcomings is we have this huge appetite for sex. And we want it all day, every day, from multiple different women, because most of us were ugly as kids. We grew up tapped into some type of handsome, and we want to take advantage of all of the different women we now have access to. And that's a flaw, a major flaw.
Right. So what is the one most important factor for a woman to have to deal with Tyrese?
To deal with me?
Yes, you.
Me now.
You. Now we're gonna write a whole new chapter.
Well, no, I think for me, my challenge that I've had is that, you know, I've been in relationships with women who believe that because they're either very beautiful and very attractive, or we have great sex and all of the above, that my schedule is going to slow down.
Right. So they have a hard time dealing with your schedule.
They know who I am.
Right.
They know what the reality of my life and lifestyle is. They know that I'm constantly hustling. I'm not just a singer. I have multiple careers, multiple different things going. And in their mind, they come into this relationship thinking because I'm attractive or because I'm this and that, everything about his world is going to slow down.
Okay.
And they end up getting into power struggles that they shouldn't have to get into.
Right.
Because my reality is not going to slow down.
Okay, so they're flawed in their expectations. What's your flaw?
My flaw?
Yes. What is your biggest flaw?
My flaw is that I have too many expectations of people. I am a very aggressively, if that's a word, I have put it to you like this. My last girlfriend said that she felt like she was in a relationship with 15 men in one.
And make sure you come to the theater at the Garden to see Tyrese.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I can't wait to see y'all, man. The tickets are still available. Me and Charlie Wilson gonna do his thing. I don't get to come to New York and perform that often.
You sure don't.
So I would love to see y'all. Make sure y'all get a hold of those tickets, Madison Square Garden, and pre-order the book. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, iTunes, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, you name it. Make sure you get a hold of the book, Manology.
Tyrese, y'all. It's 107.5 WBLS.